Hi there, so I'm going to now show you a juxtaposed case of a third country family member of an EEA national. So this is only really relevant for those working at Calais, Caercail and Dunkirk. And I'll go through the scenario step by step of how to enter the casework onto Atlas as it is at the moment. So the first step in any case is to open a compliance and enforcement card. So in this video, that's exactly what I'm going to be showing you how to do. So if I load up Atlas, which I've already logged into, so I'm into the training environment at the moment, and I'm going to enter the port reference number here that's already been generated in SID. Press search, and we can see the person's name's appeared here. That's the main applicant I want to deal with. Let's select the name of the person, and this will load their person summary card. So the person summary card is from where we trigger all our services, record all our casework. You'll see on the left hand side there's a biometric strap which has all their information. It's been merged over from SID. You'll also see in immigration history they'll have all their encounters previously with Border Force listed. This card's just been created as a shell card just so that it generates a record for this person while I'm doing the training. Sometimes you can see one compliance and enforcement card here, the one that you're dealing with, or you'll see numerous different compliance and enforcement cards from all the different encounters. So if we dealt with somebody more than once, they're likely to have quite a few compliance and enforcement cards in their immigration history. So first thing we need to do is just check there's no outstanding current compliance and enforcement card, which there isn't. It would say compliance and enforcement, but it's not here. From the other actions menu, the drop down, we're going to select case and person creation and press go. And we want a compliance and enforcement case type, so we'll select here. Just going to get you to verify the person's biographic data. Press continue when you're happy. And it's now going to ask us to make a referral for this card to be created. So all we're going to be doing essentially is referring to our own port. Some ports have a separate casework team, some don't. I believe that you don't in Calais, Caercail and Dunkirk. So you're essentially going to be referring the case to yourself, to your own casework team, and you're going to pick it up to deal with and accept it in a moment. So we need to select here source of referral, so it's going to be a port, and it's either a documented case or an undocumented one. Well, we're saying this case has got documents. And then just a brief description here of why you've stopped the passenger, why we're making a case out of it. So we have a, in this case, third country national with wife seeking on EEA regs as dependent on national son. So they're coming over with their son who's got an EU passport issued in Italy, and yeah, they're trying to gain admittance that way. So which business area do you want to refer to? This is always going to be Border Force ports, because we're referring to ourselves. And then the business unit you want to select to is going to be Calais, Dunkirk, or Caercail. So in this instance, I'm going to select Calais. Enter your contact details. It's always surname first, then forename. Then you can put a telephone number in for the office you're working at. Also put your email address in there if you want to. But if you're staying in the same office, you don't really need to go into too much other detail there. The deadline for completing this request is going to be as determined by your port leads. The port I work at, which is Bristol, is 2 hours, but just be followed by what guidance you're given at port. So it's going to be 2 hours from the time I'm entering the case. So time now is 15:32, so it's now 17:32 to complete the request. On this screen, it's going to ask you to confirm some declarations about the person or persons you're dealing with. We don't know enough about the people at the moment to fill in any of these, so leave them all blank and press continue. This generates a UAN number, so for every encounter we have with somebody or a group of people, it will generate a unique application number, a UAN number. So there could be, if this person had a dependent, which they have, they will also share the same UAN number. And that's all done in Manage Dependents, which is the next video, which I'll show you. So important to make a note of this number. Press Save and Complete. And that completes the referral request. So if I just press refresh here, just give it a chance to upload all the information, you'll see that an outstanding task has now appeared at the top. So the best practice is to always try and select these outstanding tasks and manage them as you're going along. If you don't do that, you'll end up with lots of different tasks at the top and it'll start getting a bit confusing and messy. So best practice, if you see an outstanding task at the top, select it and action it. So we're going to confirm checks. So I need to confirm the location, harm, vulnerability and special conditions have been checked and updated. Then press Save and Complete. And that's finished the request for that service now. So it's ended up putting me inside this task list. So you'll be able to see all the tasks available for your port or the place you work. Because I'm using an advanced user login, I can see everybody's, but it's just one of those points. We need to get back to the person summary card because that's where everything happens from. So the way we do this is we right click on the back arrow and press person summary. Some people prefer to launch things in different windows and then go back and refresh. This is just the way I navigate around Atlas, each to their own. So I have another outstanding task now is to confirm next actions. So we're going to be going in now and accepting the referral. So if we were the secondary or the casework team, we'd now be logging in, looking for this reference number, the UAN number, and accepting the case to work with it. But as at most ports, especially the quiet ports, everyone does their own casework, so we're accepting. Again, it's dumped me into the task list, so I need to go back to the person summary. So I'm going to right click and select person summary. And I know that I finished this last action because it's now asked me to determine my next action. So whenever you see determine next action, it means you finished the service you were using previously. So I should see now on immigration history, a brand new compliance and enforcement card has been created. I can see who's created it, which login, at what time. I see that it's been assigned to Calais Port and that the case is in progress. So that is how to create a compliance and enforcement referral and to open up a compliance and enforcement card. So the next step will be to add any dependents onto the case, and that's in the next video, which will be step 2.